In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Oh, Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
And welcome to Salve, Virginia University and Gannett Field here in Milltown, Rhode Island. And we do not do things in Hollywood style. We do not have a rain machine. This is reality. This is the third straight day that we have had home lacrosse, and it has been raining. They are saying it's expected to clear later on in the day, maybe in time for the women's game. We'll see how that goes. Matt Gillis in the broadcast booth with you today as the Salve Virginia Seahawks take on the Endicott Gulls. Haverly at the faceoff circle, and we are underway here in the first period of play. And our apologies as we deal with weather issues up in the broadcast booth. So bear with us if we have any technical hiccups. But we are doing our best to obviously get this one to you. Salve in the white, Endicott in the blue. As Haverly took the face off, and Salve working this one around. Up top and a little bit past as it came off of the stick of the 27 of Chris McCabe. Picked up by Skolnick, and Skolnick's shot is blocked down. The rain has actually picked up now even a little bit harder. Might be even a little bit of hail mixed in with the rain. Endicott works this one forward. Nate Katita, the 12. For the 96 of Dominic Valera. And then Valera works that one back up top. Dominic Russo taken away by the Seahawks. Kyman net as he starts that one out. 13 and change left to go here in the first. No score. Seahawks get this one in offensively on the 19 of Liam Cooney. Up top for the 38 of Chris Bethany. Brennan Tracy had it for an opportunity. Now coming around is the 17 of Casey Johnson. And that one, they're going to say stepped on the crease. And it's going to be Gulls ball. Steal. One-on-one Naglieri. And the shot is blocked to hit traffic in front of the Gulls net. Scramble for the ball out of play. And it'll be Seahawks ball. McCabe to start it and a reset on the shot clock. .45 in white and blue is Skolnick as he works up top with Bethany. Long ball chased back to X. Naglieri comes around with it. Up top and a firing attempt from Skolnick hit traffic. Loose ball as everyone scrambles around for it on the wet turf. It's going to be a little bit hard to grip down today. Ball pops all the way back to midfield and getting dumped down from behind, and they're going to call the push from behind as McCabe was going for it. So they just call the push. No penalty called. Salve ball. Naglieri to start. From up top, Ryan Riley, Skolnick, and getting shoved into the crease, and they're going to say Seahawks ball. Riley and the 7 of Naglieri both there. Patrick Barry. Almost 5 minutes gone by here in this first quarter. No score. Shows you a little bit to the conditions on the field today. Cooney sends that one long, and it will be scooped up an Endicott ball. So Endicott brings this one forward to midfield. The 19 of Ethan Couples. Couples drops that one off for a moment played by the 44 of Max Kosicki. And a long attempt goes behind the line, and it'll be restarted by Endicott. It's the 21 of Nick Pagliuso. And Pagliuso in the corner, unfortunately right now, is being blocked by fans with umbrellas. Not too much we can do about that. The rain is pouring down here, as sure you can see in our camera. Can't do anything. It is what it is. Endicott up top and score. And it looked to be the 44 of Max Kosicki. And it was the 50 of Dominic Russo with the goal. Kosicki at the assist. And Endicott on the board. Salve starts this one out. Bordeaux. Long distance shot. As Naglieri, that's Jack Naglieri, the 12, pulled the trigger. Eight and change left to go here in the first. Barbone for the 19 of Cooney, and that one just wide. Will be traced back to the line, can be picked up by Riley. Ryan Riley looked like he was going for the wraparound. Riley gets thrown down, no call. Riley looked like he was pulling the trigger. And no call from the referees. Naglieri, as he cycles this one through, will have to come all the way back up top. 10 seconds to shoot on the shot clock. For Riley with 7 seconds to shoot. Riley's way far back. 5 to go. Riley's going to get caught. He's got to send this one. No, the shot clock expires. So it's picked up and carried along for Endicott by Kasecki. Kasecki playing pitch and catch. As that one went down in the corner for a second. And it's the 20 of Jack Damon alongside of the 50 of Dominic Russo and another score. There's the 21 of Nick Pagliuso on that assist from the 50. Of Dominic Russo. So back underway here, 2-0 Endicott. 6 and change left to go here in the first. And we're going to go whistle and a turnover, an Endicott ball. Even with all things being through the press box, through our headsets even, we can A, hear the wind outside, and B, hear the severity of the rain as well too. There is nothing though that has put us in a spot of this game being stopped by any means. Or we would let you know if that comes to happen. You'd also, I'm sure, see signals from the referees regarding it. But the weather here, probably the nastiest we've had all season. Long from the Gulls. And it's the 50. Sorry, it's the 96 of Dominic Valera. As that's a loose ball. Picked up for Salve. And the 77 of Gavin Johnson works that one out. And getting hit again right in front this time. Looked to be the 7 of Daniel Naglieri. So Naglieri got hit. No, sorry, it was Ryan Riley. Shot, score. And a third goal for the Gulls. And a second goal of the game from the 50 of Dominic Russo. Huh? You want me to look through? I'm looking right out the window. He's got it. He's taller than you, and you're more focusing on camera. It helps that we got Will here today. All right, that's good. So 3-0 Endicott with 4 and change left to play here in this first quarter. As now it seems, at least thankfully, some of the fans have shifted a little to the side, and it's going to give us a little bit of a better view from inside of the box. For the 20 of Jack Damon. Underneath to the 21 of Pagliuso up top, and Pagliuso tried to go 1-2 there with Russo. Seahawks ball at midfield, and across midfield was Brennan Tracy for Cooney. Hard shot and went just wide from the 14 of Rocco Mazzei. Just a little bit past Mazzei. A loose ball comes all the way down. Benefit to the Gulls here as they pick that one up in the offensive zone. 31 of Matt Wright. Shot and a score. And Russo has a hat trick here in the first quarter. Timeout called by Salve. 4-0 with 3 left to go here in the first.
Really good students come to Salve, but they leave just ready to change the world.
I love Salve so much, and I love the connections that I've made. You're more than just a number, you're a name at Salve.
The 4 years have flown by so quickly. I think it's been a really great experience.
It's probably a cliche to say that Salve is a family, but it's a very, very true thing to say here.
They encourage you to just be yourself and not follow the crowd. Like, if you're a person who does not want to follow the herd, you have all the resources you need to shape the person that you want to be.
People are extremely supportive of each other and very supportive of the students. The students always come first.
A lot of the experiences you get at Salve are experiences that you can't get anywhere else because of it being such a tight-knit community.
Yes, it's a small school, but it's also like the desire to be a part of something great.
And then you put it all on this campus, right? Like, you get to have these conversations in buildings that you swear were built just for that purpose. This is the place where you should have big thoughts. This is the place where you should dream big dreams.
I spend a lot of time here because
As we play back here with 3 minutes left to play in the first after the Salve timeout, 4-0 Endicott. On a hat trick of goals from Russo. .45 of Thomas Skolnick. They look for Naglieri inside, and it comes back out. Max Van Winkle up top. Hard shot, and that one goes long. They want to reset on the shot clock, and they're going to get it. Naglieri, and that one just off the edge of the goaltender's stick. Restarted by Cooney. 40 seconds to shoot. Got Skolnick to one side as it's worked here by Van Winkle. Naglieri underneath. Riley in the slot. Wraparound dumped down on the crease. No call again by the referees as Van Winkle got hit that time. And a turnover will bring the ball back to Salve. One and a half left to go here in the first. For the 14, Nick Grapp, as he works that one with Katita. Katita spins around from the pick from his teammate Damon, and that one goes long. Gavin Johnson will pick it up for the Seahawks. Inside of the final minute of play here in the first. Johnson gets shoved out of bounds. Got it off for a second. And now we'll chase it back. Midfield collision. And in the middle of that was the 38 of Bethany. Liam Cooney. Cooney winds, fires. That one's long. And a whistle and a stoppage of play with 6 seconds left. And they're going to say Gulls ball. As it's flung all the way down the field. And we mean all the way down the field. Will bring us to the end of the first quarter of play. A hat trick from Dominic Russo. Endicott leads Salve 4-0 after one period of play. You're watching Salve Seahawks Lacrosse on Fans Only Sports Network.
Really good students come to Salve, but they leave, just ready to change the world.
I love Salve so much, and I love the connections that I've made. You're more than just a number, you're a name at Salve.
The 4 years have flown by so quickly. I think it's been a really great experience.
It's probably a cliche to say that Salve is a family, but it's a very, very true thing to say here.
They encourage you to just be yourself and not follow the crowd. Like if you're a person who does not want to follow the herd, you have all the resources you need to shape the person that you want to be.
People are extremely supportive of each other and very supportive of the students. The students always come first.
A lot of the experiences you get at Salve are experiences that you can't get anywhere else because of it being such a tight-knit community.
Yes, it's a small school, but it's also like the desire to be a part of something great.
And then you put it all on this campus, right? Like you get to have these conversations in buildings that you swear were built just for that purpose. This is the place where you should have big thoughts. This is the place where you should dream big dreams.
I spend a lot of time here because I want to. It's not the kind of campus you want to get away from, and it's got a really bright future.
It's not 4 years for the sake of the 4 years. It's 4 years that's changing somebody.
Back for the second quarter of play. And face-off at center goes to the Gulls. After that one bounced around for quite a while. Salve tracks this one through midfield. A 15 of Max Van Winkle as he sends that one across for Brennan Tracy. Carried around the backside by Chris Bethany. And a save made by Endicott. Katita for the Gulls. As he received one from Pagliuso. Pagliuso and Russo combined for 3 of the 4 goals in the first quarter. From X, the aforementioned Pagliuso. Nick Grapp. Grapp as he sends that one down for Damon. Pagliuso slips and falls, and timeout called by the official, and Salve called the timeout. We'll take a quick one ourselves. 12:14 left to go here in the second.
Game On mouthguards. Game On mouthguards have superior shock absorbency, are impervious to viruses and bacteria, and also is the only mouthpiece ever to earn the American Dental Association's seal of acceptance.
Yeah. 12:14 left to go here in the second. Kudos to all the fans in attendance today. They're braving out this absolutely horrendous weather. Third straight Saturday of lacrosse here on Gannett, and the third straight rain game that we have had. As that one goes long. Pagliuso restarts for Endicott. Dumped down in front, now back onto the outside wing. And a shot clock violation as Max Kosicki held the ball a little bit too long. First unforced error we've seen today by Endicott. And timeout called by Salve as they get it in the offensive quarter. 11 and a half left to go. We'll take the timeout once again.
Game On mouthguards. Game On mouthguards have superior shock absorbency, are impervious to viruses and bacteria, and also is the only mouthpiece ever to earn the American Dental Association's seal of acceptance.
11 and a half left to play here in the first half, and it has been a scoreless second period so far. Endicott put up 4 in the first. Salve with the ball. And the restart goes with Bethany to Skolnick. Ryan Riley cycles around back up top. Bethany takes a slide on the turf, kept control of the ball. To the 8 of Barbone. Riley, 40 to shoot. Loose ball, picked up by Skolnick. William Cooney. Still plenty of time, 30 to shoot. Wraparound from Naglieri, and that one is snagged. Streaking all the way down the field. Shot save made by Kime on the coast-to-coast attempt from Ethan Couples. Turnover. Kime save. Stonewalls Pagliuso that time. 5 gone by here in the second. And Salve faring a little bit better in this quarter. See if they can break the bagel and get on the scoreboard. He's set up top by Max Van Winkle. Winkle goes across. From the angle. And a great shot there from Casey Johnson. Blocked away. Kai makes the save as Russo tried to go upstairs. It'll stay with Endicott. And another shot and a score by Endicott. I'm going to call it 12. The 12 of Nate Katita. For 5-0. Officials timeout on the field as they were getting things adjusted and settled. For the 96 of Valera. Katita. Katita. Over top of the stick of Damon, and he picked it back up before the line. Jack Damon, little stutter step, winding and firing as that one went long from the 44 of Kaseki. Off of the edge of the post as Pagliuso pulled the trigger. Salve with room to work now. And Naglieri's attempt goes long. Riley. Loose ball. And it's picked up by the Gulls. Kaseki in the offensive zone now for Endicott. Inside of 7 to play here in the half. To all intent and purpose, you can say the defense from Salve a little bit better here in this second period. They've held Endicott to just 1 goal. They surrendered 4 in the first. Fiorello. The 7 of Verano. And getting shoved out of play. They're going to call the push. And to all things being, we have yet to see a flag fly in this game. Despite the extensive physicality, as sliding across the turf goes the 27 of McCabe. Endicott steals that one, and possession back the other way, right at midfield. Loose ball as it popped out of the stick of the 19 of Ethan Couples. And as bodies continue to fly, and now they're going to call an interference. And we're going to get Salve ball, I believe. Or sorry, Endicott ball. Katita, as that trigger got pulled. As the 14 of Nick Grapp. Shot and a score from the 20 of Jack Damon. And 6-0. False start on the face-off on Endicott. And Salve ball. Patrick Barry. Barry twisted around in 4 blue jerseys, and loose ball is picked up by the Gulls. Inside of 5 to play here in the half. Damon as he works with Katita. Alongside the 51 of Cam Fernandez. Russo. Sorry, check that. Damon across for the 51 of Fernandez and a score. Loose ball in the Salve zone and then getting dumped down on the line. They're going to call the push. As that was the 5 of Justin Haverly getting shoved. And some of these pushes might actually look a little bit harder or heavier than they are, because of the amount of water in the turf, making the surface quite slippery, even with the cleats on. For Ryan Riley. Naglieri. For Barbone, as he switches with Naglieri into that same alley, Barbone will run around. So Barbone from X. Comes up top for Riley as they try to go quick 1-2. Winding, firing, and that one save made. As it came off the edge of the stick of Cooney. Timeout called by Endicott. 2 and change left to go here in the half.
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound.
Two and change before the halftime break, and a 7-0 Endicott lead over the Seahawks. Seahawks are going to try to get something on the board here before the half. Long shot from Cooney, chased by Naglieri. Naglieri. Riley. Ryan Riley nowhere to go. Comes up top for Casey Johnson. Back underneath. Skolnick now up top. Naglieri, shot, score! Daniel Naglieri finally hits pay dirt for the Seahawks. I can't see the numbers. Check that. Sorry, it was Casey Johnson, the 17, that pulled the shot. Naglieri was in the slot there. But it's Casey Johnson who'll get credited with the goal. As we are trying to peer through rain, fog, kind of messed up windows. Doing our best to spot what we can. For the 12 of Jack Naglieri and then Rocco Mazzei. Daniel Naglieri underneath goes for Ryan Riley. And this will get looped around. Max Van Winkle works it across the top now.
Keep moving, boys. Keep moving.
Spin attempt from the 38 of Chris Bethany. Patrick Barry. Barry winds, fires. That one hit the crossbar and came right back down. Inside of the final minute to play here in the first half. Seahawks at least have gotten on the board. Second unforced error there from Endicott. Quick 1-2, and that one doesn't work. McCabe. Long ball goes over midfield and out of play. It'll be Endicott ball. With 21 of Pagliuso. Long and out of play with 6 seconds left. Pagliuso picks that one up. It will be flung all the way down the field and has to be stopped by the Endicott keeper. We have reached halftime. Endicott has rolled since the open. They lead 7-1 at the half.
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Oh, Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Oh, Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Oh, Rodriguez rolls out to his right, Throws it back in the end zone. Intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post. Score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot. Score! Cornell down the field. End zone. That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone. Intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post. Score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot. Score! Cornell down the field. End zone. That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone. Intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post. Score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot. Score! Cornell down the field. End zone. That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone. Intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post. Score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot. Score! Cornell down the field. End zone. That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone. Intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post. Score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot. Score! Cornell down the field. End zone. That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone. Intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post. Score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot. Score! Cornell down the field. End zone. That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone. Intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post. Score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot. Score! Cornell down the field. End zone. That is a touchdown!
in, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
As we bring you back here to the third quarter of action, and Salve trailing Endicott 7-1. And control play for the Seahawks to start. Skolnick. Chris McCabe, as that one goes wide. Picked up by Naglieri. Nowhere to go for Skolnick. And Liam Cooney was able to gather the loose ball. They come back up top for McCabe. Shot, kick, save made. Still a loose ball. And Naglieri will get to it first. Resets the shot clock to 60. Skolnick inside. Skolnick scores! Seven, 2. Fogo shot, score. And it's the 5 of Barker. Barker is going to scoop this one up. Endicott's going to go progressive play in the backfield. With a 12 of Katina. The rain has finally slowed down a little bit, maybe to a point of having stopped. As Johnson's going to clear this one all the way across the field. Loose ball, and the first flag finally flies. Rocco Mazzei works it forward for the Seahawks. We're going to get the first penalty of the game to come up. It'll be Seahawks to get the advantage as Bethany works it. Bethany fires, kicked off of the side of the goalkeeper, and that one will go away in a tripping call on Endicott. 1 minute tripping call on the 21 of Pagliuso. So advantage Seahawks. Skolnick. Barry. Cooney. And it got bench trying to disrupt the Seahawks here. Cooney for Barry. 25 to shoot. Shot score! They do get the goal as pulling the trigger. Ryan Riley and Casey Johnson combining. An 8-3. Ryan Riley picks up his first of the game. Johnson's going to add to his tally and have a goal and an assist on this one. Here's Riley. Naglieri. Even up this time, and Seahawks back with the ball. Max Van Winkle as he works with the 19 of Liam Cooney. Cooney, shot. That one gets knocked wide. Started out here by Naglieri. Naglieri, jump shot save made. Good dispossession play from behind by Brendan Tracy. As Di Lorenzo trying to move it out of the zone. And only he can send it long. Kime gets it started out. Riley for the 8 of Barbonadax. They come back up top. Naglieri. Naglieri again. 15 of Van Winkle. Van Winkle, Naglieri, and that one right into the goaltender's net. Solid day from Tim Luciano and net for Endicott. Now he has been solved a few times today by the Salve offense. Valera. Long shot from the 14 of Grapp. We picked back up and restarted out by Pagliuso. Valera. Kasicki. They come back up top. Grapp. Grapp once again as he got that one from Katina. Now Katina up top. Kasicki on the inside. And now he wraps around. And shot clock violation called on Endicott. Rocco Mazzei for Max Van Winkle. Van Winkle lost the ball right at midfield. Valera. Pagliuso score. Nick Grapp gets credited with the goal on the assist from Pagliuso. (9-3) with 7 and change left to go here in the third. For Skolnick. Needed a pick from Brendan Tracy, and Skolnick got taken down before Tracy could get there. Flag flies. It'll be advantage to Endicott. Grapp. Pagliuso. Shot score from Russo. And it's 10-3. Is that fourth? Yeah. That's Russo's fourth of the game. Loose ball, it gets scooped up. Shot and score. (14) of Nick Grapp, his second. Face-off violation on Endicott. Salve ball. Chris McCabe with Ryan Riley. Riley We'll wait for the line change. Gives it across to Bethany. Chris Bethany, Patrick Barry. Bethany, Barry. Check that Cooney, and that one goes long. Will be kept by Daniel Naglieri. Bethany from Riley. Barry. Barry mishandled it. Bethany goes and pokes it away and picks it back up. For Riley. Riley trying to spin off the defender. And that one is sent long. Again, advantage on the backside line for Naglieri. Right in front, and an opportunity that goes just wide. That tipped off the stick of a streaking Patrick Barry across the line. Riley pulling the trigger. 4.5 left here in the third. For the 20 of Damon. And that one scooted just off the side of the net. Long and way wide. Grab. Damon. Blocked by Kine. Crash right in front of the net. Loose ball. Salve is going to come out with it. Jack Naglieri gets that one forward for the 19 of Cooney. Cooney has a fast break opportunity. Salve slows down to switch and get their personnel set. Max Van Winkle. 3 left to go here in the third. 55 on the shot clock. Van Winkle inside behind the back. Goes Niding. Scooped up. And the Endicott goalkeeper all the way across. Through midfield. Shot. Score. A save by Kine off of the initial shot from Pagliuso. Bounced back. And Endicott puts that one in the net for 12-3. Kieran Hughes on the faceoff as that shot attempt from Riley goes long. Two minutes separates us from the end of the third. Casey Johnson for the 8 of Barbone. Over top of Riley, and that one will be Endicott ball. for the 96 of Valera. Valera winds, fires, saved by Kime, to be chased by Pagliuso. Endicott will restart. Valera in the corner dropped that one. Picked up, still a loose ball as it's kicked away by Salve. Tracy trying to get to it, and Endicott beats it out. It's the 20 of Jack Damon. Damon wraparound shot score. Goal lead at 13-3. Grapp. Inside of the final minute to play here in the third. Endicott will just cycle this one on the outside. Shot clock differential is irrelevant because they're inside of it, and Grapp is going to take this one to the end of the quarter. Grapp's shot right off the side of the net. Picked back up by Salve. Trying to be moved forward here. Rocco Mazzei working. And he gets that one all the way down. Bounces over top of Cooney. And that'll take us to the end of the third. Horn sounds and we're through three. 13-3 Salve. 13-3 Endicott over the Salve Seahawks.
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Right kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Right kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose.
To the fourth quarter we go. And 13-3 as the Gulls lead over the Seahawks, and a huge collision again right at the sideline. They're going to call Endicott ball. Valera, shot, kind save. Loose ball. Scooped up. And back off to the races is Nick Grapp and the Gulls. Will Aaron. Cross for Katita. Katita slips and falls on the turf, bumped a little bit there by Brendan Tracy. Kasecki. Shot score, and it's Russo again. Dominic Russo is 5th of the game. (14-3). And the Gulls look like they're off to another win against the Seahawks side. DeGata tried to get that one on a long distance pass to Katita, doesn't connect. Fog starting to settle in to this Gaudet Field complex. As the temperature has been rising as the day has gone on. Currently 52 degrees. Have to see what the humidity level is. But it'll make an interesting impact for later in the day of about 2 hours from now when the women's team faces off against Endicott as well. On a doubleheader day here from Gaudet. Flag flies. Will be a penalty to come on Endicott as it's worked around by the 15 of Van Winkle. For McCabe as he goes across for Skolnick. Skolnick has one of the three. Went for Knighting, and Knighting couldn't get a handle on it. Salve is going to keep the ball on the advantage, though, as the penalty will get called. Slashing, 1 minute. And the 55 of Dominic Masucci will take a knee. $12 left to go here in the fourth. Skolnick. That one scooted over top of the outstretched stick of Johnson, and he will not get to it before the line. Started out. Pagliuso offensively. The lights have been on since the opening faceoff, but now with the fog rolling in, the lights are reflecting off of the fog. And it actually illuminates the fog a little bit more, makes it even harder to see. Grapp. Off of Kime on the attempt from Katita. Valero. from the 21 of Pagliuso. Pagliuso, shot. Save made by Kime. Rocco Mazzei. Cross midfield. Ryan Riley was calling for it. Liam Cooney sets. Cooney, Van Winkle. Van Winkle as he goes against as he goes against the 77 of Matt Colley. It's taken away by the Gulls and cleared out. Loose ball on the line, regained by the Seahawks, and a chase to the opposite side on the long distance pass as Riley comes up to the better of that one as he fought there with LaValle. Naglieri sends it up top. McCabe, Tracy, Bethany worked that one. Brennan Tracy from X. Shot, score! Liam Cooney. And it's the fourth on the day for the Seahawks as they pull this one back to 10 at 14-4. Loose ball on the face-off. They're going to call Kieran Hughes on the push from behind. It's going to be Endicott ball. Katina taking his time. Valera looped back around as that one went off of the top of Kasicki's stick, picked up his own loose ball. Back to Katina. 30 seconds to shoot for Pagliuso. Pagliuso hit from behind, loose ball. Flag flies very late. And a whistle and a stoppage of play, and we're going to get a call against Salve. They call Bordeaux, my apologies, for the push from behind. Endicott starts out a fresh 60 on the shot clock as that one's going to go out of bounds. Looped around by the 19 of Cooney. Salve sets here, trying to see if they can burn off the penalty clock time. Maybe pick an advantage shot, score! Max Van Winkle from distance. $14-5. 6 and change left to go here in regulation. Pagliuso. Damon. Valera on the opposite side. As Damon sets the field position, he'll switch with Valera. Comes to the near side for Katita. Katita through the middle. Kime hit that one and sent it up over top. Pagliusa. 6 left to go. Hard shot, save made by Kime, and he stamps it down right inside the circle to get control. Seahawks may have to work a little bit quicker here. Right on the doorstep was an opportunity for Cooney. Couldn't get a full piece to turn. Loose ball. As Van Winkle tried to dig for it. Good clearance play from Seamus McCusker on the previous offensive possession for the Seahawks. Grab. Kai may have gotten that one off of his face mask. And a penalty called on the 15 of Max Van Winkle. Endicott on the advantage with plenty of time and space to work with and a pretty commanding lead at 14-5. Deflection called. It'll go to the line and out of bounds. Restart here from Kasecki. For Katita. As that one goes out of play. Off of the edge of the stick of Katita, picks up his own loose ball. For the 51 of Fernandez. And Kime kicks that one away after the attempt came from Grapp. Fernandez. Wraparound dive score. And the 14 of Nick Grapp for 15-5. And for all intent and purpose, with 3 and change left to go here, that may very well do it. It would be a long shot for Salve to be able to get back this one. They knew they had a tough ladder to climb today coming into this game. Endicott always been a difficult side for the Seahawks. Just overall a difficult team in the Triple C. And they have shown again why they're one of the top dogs. Valera. Shot score. As it went down to X in the wraparound from the 44. And Max Kasicki. Coming up 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Salve women's lacrosse team in action against Endicott Gulls as well. We'll have that game for you right here on Fans Only Sports Network, your home for Seahawks sports. And Valera scoops that one up. And there was rumor that the weather was going to clear. But I don't know how that's going to work in the 2 hours of time between now and the start of that game, as the fog is rolling in, and it is rolling in. Ball out of play. We'll stop with 2:10. Grapp will restart it for the Gulls. Grapp looking for that wraparound again. Russo shot score. Dominic Russo in his 5th of the game. Actually, it might be 6. We've lost count up here in the booth, but Russo has had an absolute day. 2 minutes left to play. Endicott will play home on April 5th against Montclair State. For the Seahawks, they will go until Tuesday. Their next game will be home against Gordon. He scores another one, and it's 18-5. Not much left to be said about this one. An absolutely dominant performance from the Endicott Gulls from the opening faceoff. Dominic Russo, an absolute day. And Endicott is going to go to 5-4 on the season. They're going to go to 2-0 in the conference. And Salve has work to do before their next game against Gordon. Horn sounds, and we've reached the end. Endicott, a dominant victory, 18-5 over the Salve Seahawks. That'll do it for us here on Pinzoli Sports Network. We will be back on air 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time as the Salve Seahawks women's lacrosse team in action against the Endicott Gulls. For our entire crew here at Gulls Field, thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you later today.